So main event against a striker with a big name. This has got to be feeling good for this one.
Yeah, it's a really good fight. You know, Wonder Boy, we all know, hell of a striker. Only way to go is forward. So, yeah.
Is this what you're sort of looking for at this point? Just like, hey, I want fun fights that I know can entertain the fans, and I just want to focus on what I'm good at in striking and try and avoid the whole wrestling thing?
Honestly, right now, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm just looking to finish getting paid and see what happens next, you know, be honest with you guys.
How serious was the retirement thing? And
Oh, it was serious as hell. I mean, it's super serious, and it's still on the table. And it's like if I wake up Sunday morning after beating Wonder Boy, and you guys have Chimaev fighting for a 185-pound world title, and he's never won a fight at 85 in the top 15, I'm retired. You know, it's like I understand business is business, but favoritism is favoritism. You know, the kid missed weight. I had to step up to fight him after he missed weight and make the fight happen. I shouldn't have had to do that, but I did what I had to do. I did what I was supposed to do for a company man, so I'm sitting here telling you guys now. Certain things have to go certain ways. If they don't go certain ways, if we don't get what we were promised, if things that we talked about aren't honored, yeah, you might as well just go ahead and give me my resignation papers and let me go home and fucking smoke weed and play video games for the rest of my life. Open up a Twitch, see how I do.
when you say things were promised, so that was like during the negotiations for you to fight that Saturday? Or?
I said what I said, and you know what I mean.
Is it just about him in particular, or is it just sometimes in the sport you see guys getting opportunities that aren't necessarily fair?
Just in the sport. Like, you know, it's like, I remember when you guys remember I was bitching about the video game about a couple years back, right? I got told, I don't make those decisions. It sounds good, but, you know, who the fuck makes those decisions then? If I wake up the next day and this guy who's been in the organization for a very short amount of times in the video game, at the time it meant a lot to me. Now I really don't give a fuck, you know? Same thing. You got a 17-year-old kid. You guys thought his clout was amazing. You thought his story was wonderful. You put him in the game before he even got a UFC fight. Same with Bo Nickel. It's just certain things that just don't make sense. At the end of the day, if we're here and we're here to be fair and we're here to be even, everybody should have a fair chance. We're fighters. We fight for what we want. We should all be able to fight for what we want. We should all be able to get the same things if we're all fighting the same way. That's just how I feel. But I'm not here to bitch. I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to do what I feel like is right. And if I feel like something's not right, I will move the fuck around because that's what I do.
And it's an interesting thing to discuss. I'm curious, was this something that you always felt and you were just like, no, or is it that last fight kind of put things into perspective, like, damn, people get favoritism here?
I've always felt like this, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do as a company man. But that being said, you can only work for somewhere for so long before you start to feel some type of way. And I always feel some type of way. I just keep my mouth shut. I think I work for a wonderful company. I think they're a fantastic company. I just think that sometimes things get done probably not intentionally, just probably because it makes sense business-wise. But then for us fighters who are a part of the business, we get stooped on, we get fucked, and we tend to feel like, God damn, why did we get done like that? So maybe I'm just finally feeling like, why did I get done like that? But that being said, I'm not fucking complaining. I love where I fight. I love how much money I make. I love how often they let me fight. I don't have any true complaints. I just don't think that if I'm putting in this work and the next guy's not, he should get more than me.
So with that said, Saturday, it's just, at the moment, are you just kind of like, I'll take it as it comes? Like, if they offer me a fight and I like that fight, I might take it. If not, is it just you have no real plan at the moment, or you're just sort of seeing how it goes?
Yeah, no plan. I used to be a decent planner. You know, I used to like to plan a few things, be strategic if you must say so yourself. But no, now I'm at the point in time where I'm just kind of like, you know, whatever comes, comes. And if nothing comes, I'll sit at home, play video games, and smoke weed.
The fight itself, how do you see this fight going? I know Wonder Boy is a guy you kind of wanted to fight for a while. How do you see the fight actually playing out on Saturday?
Man, I've had plenty of visions on how I see the fight playing out, but ultimately the vision that just keeps staying there is third. For some reason, there's a third round stoppage, you know. So we shall see. You know, it's Wonder Boy is a fantastic fighter. We all know he does wonderful things. He's very defensive. He does a good job of not getting hit, but I think around round 3 I'll start to hit him. You know, so. I think once I start to hit him, it'll be over. And I choose round 3 because I feel like that's the time. But whenever I start to hit him, the fight will be over.
Did I see you just challenged Henry Cejudo to a grappling match?
Yeah. Like you said, fun things, and that's a really fun thing. We were having a little back and forth the other day. I thought me and him were cool. He said he's reaching new heights, and so I said heels, and then he started talking about my wrestling. So now I'm up here thinking, and I'm like, you know what? A couple of my fans had a good point. I was picking on the only wrestler that I probably can beat. Me and Henry probably walking around the same weight right now. You know, he's probably like 200. You know, I'm actually probably lighter than Henry Cejudo right now. Think about that. I'm lighter than the 125, 135 champ. Yeah, I would knock Henry Cejudo the fuck out. So good thing we're not striking. And if we're grappling, I mean, he probably would throw me, but just jiu-jitsu, it's like if he doesn't stay away from these chokes, I'd probably choke his little ass out. You've never seen a bowling ball get submitted, and I can submit a bowling ball, It's like I'll squeeze my legs around that belly and make him pop. That boy will be shitting tamales out his ass. About time I got some laughs. There we go.
Is that the message to the UFC? It's I want Wonder Boy, then Cejudo, otherwise I'm out of here?
Yeah, I want Cejudo on one of those big jiu-jitsu matches that the UFC puts on every once in a while. I would love to do that. And then I actually shared a big, long post. I would like to do the UFC comedy night that they do every once in a while. I would like to do one. I'd like to have Jamal Hill there. I'd like to have Derek Lewis there, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps. We could have Snoop Dogg be the commentator or a judge, Dean Thomas, Aljamain Sterling, and we do it in February too, Black History Month. And it's a lot of black people being involved in there, and Chael Sonnen should be the one that announces when we come out, because and if not Chael Sonnen, then Mike Perry, because he's really black, for sure.
Of course. Shout out Mike Perry. Have you ever done stand-up before?
No, not at all. But I mean, I sit down and crack a lot of jokes all the time, anyways. So, I mean, every fight I'm kind of standing up and joking. So, might be stand-up comedy a little bit there. Anything else? That's it. All right, sweet. Oh, what's up, my guy?
The Alex Pereira fight with Israel Adesanya. Two strikers that turned into a grappling match. Any chance it turns into a grappling match like that?
When did it turn into a grappling match? They shot for a few takedowns. Majority of that fight was contested on the feet. It also ended on the feet. You Brazil or no?
No.
No? See, that's why you're not fucking saying it how you should say. Alex Pereira knocked the fuck out of Israel Adesanya, and the interviews are over. You got one? No?
No.
Oh, good. I'm glad he agreed with me. And please, guys, please don't put these Monster water bottles up here anymore. And can we get a wireless cord? Because I'm about to bust my ass. All right, I'm gone.